Good morning, everyone. I'm really excited to be here with you today to get you started on your first module of the week. I really miss everybody. I miss seeing you all. I'm grateful to be hanging out with Homeroom 1 and Homeroom 2 and the rest of you. I hope you're having fun with Miss Wolski and Miss Tidwell. Today's module is going to be a little bit different. We're going to focus on two things that I really love. We're going to focus on IR, and we're also going to do some creative writing. So I'm going to explain the agenda for today, and then actually give you an example of what we're going to be doing. So, first thing, our agenda. So today you are starting here with my intro video. You are going to then complete a do now. You're going to create a book recommendation in a shared class slideshow. And then you're going to shift over and do some creative writing. You're going to do a brainstorming or pre-writing activity and then have some time to write. So the lesson materials for today are this document, this Google document that we're looking at right now, and then also the book recommendation slideshow, which I'll show you in just a moment. Our objectives: first, students will be able to reflect on IR reading from 8th grade and create a summer book recommendation for their class. And second, students will be able to write a poem using sensory details and imagery. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do in today's lesson after you're watching this intro video is you're going to actually start brainstorming about different books that you've read this year. You're going to use this table and you're going to think about different books you've read, not including books that you've read in class, like with the class, but books maybe you've read for IR or anything else that you read outside of assigned books that you've read together. You're going to write a brief summary about these books, just enough so that you can share like the gist of what the book is about. And then you're going to rate the book 1 to 10 and explain why. After that, you're going to choose your favorite book from that table, and you're going to further brainstorm why you like this book and who you would want to recommend it to. Once you have finished that, you're going to actually hop on over and you're going to open up the book recommendation slideshow in Google Classroom. You're going to find a new slide and you're going to create your book recommendation. So I'm going to actually pull us over there right now and show you how this is going to work. Awesome. So our goal in this is really that you'll create book recommendations that you can share with your classmates so you can actually get some good ideas for this one. So my book recommendation that I'm going to just talk you through to give you an example is this book, and it's called Circe by Madeline Miller. So I just finished this book yesterday, actually, but I've been reading it probably for about the past 2 weeks. This book is a retelling of the life of the goddess Circe, so a Greek goddess, who was born the daughter of Helios, the god of the sun, and is banished by Zeus, maybe you've heard of that one, to a deserted island. So I recommend this book to people who like mythology or people who want to travel to another continent or culture. When I read this book, it really honestly helped me with quarantine. Like it's one of those books that when I read it, I feel like I'm somewhere else. I feel like I'm in a different world. It's set in the past, like in ancient Greece, but also it's just like feels really, it's so beautiful. It just felt like I was traveling when I was reading it. I recommend this book because it tells an old story in a really new way. So it's not, Madeline Miller isn't creating the characters. She's retelling a story that has existed for thousands of years, but she's telling it in a new way, and it's really captivating. I couldn't stop reading it, and I just highly recommend it. So you'll see here that I did add a link to the first 3 chapters of the book. Please try to find an e-version of the book if you can. That would just really help out your peers who want to read the book. I unfortunately could only find 3 chapters of it, but at least you could read that and see if you're interested. Okay, so what you're going to do when you get to this stage in the lesson is you're going to find a blank slide in the slideshow. You'll add your name, you'll add images of the book, you'll fill this out, and then we'll, as a class, create book recommendation slideshows that we can share with each other. Okay, last thing I want to point out here, after you do that, we're going to switch gears and you're going to take some time to write a poem. And it's interesting that I was just talking so much about traveling and about wanting to be somewhere that is beautiful and different, because what you're going to do today is you're going to First, you're going to write a poem that describes a place. You're going to choose a setting anywhere that you like to go or that is memorable in some way. And for pre-writing, you're going to really break it down and explain um, the sensory details of that place. What does it sound like? What does it smell like? What do you taste there? All of that stuff. And then you're going to use that to write a poem. There are some guidelines here, but you have a lot of creative freedom. We haven't done Free Write Friday in a while. We haven't done creative writing in a while. I'm super excited to read all of your poems. All right, everyone. That is all I have for you for today. Good luck on this module. I cannot wait to share book recommendations and poetry together.